ولسوف يعطيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث. آمنت بالله صدق الله العظيم.
صلی اللہ علیہ یا رسول اللہ وسلم علیہ یا حبیب اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ یا رسول اللہ وسلم علیہ یا حبیب اللہ. کرم کے بادل برس رہے ہیں دلوں کی کھیتی ہری بھری ہے. کرم کے بادل برس رہے ہیں دلوں کی کھیتی ہری بھری ہے. یہ کون آیا کہ ذکر جس کا نگر نگر ہے گلی گلی ہے. یہ کون آیا کہ ذکر جس کا نگر نگر ہے گلی گلی ہے. دیے دلوں کے جلائے رکھنا دیے دلوں کے جلائے رکھنا. نبی کی محفل سجائے رکھنا. نبی کی محفل سجائے رکھنا. جو راہ دے دل سکون جا ہے وہ ذکر ذکر محمدی ہے. یہ کون آیا کہ ذکر جس کا نگر نگر ہے گلی گلی ہے. میرے نبی 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 میرے رہا ہے یہ مہربانی حضور کی ہے یہ کون آیا کہ ذکر جس کا نگر نگر ہے گلی گلی ہے اور نبی کا اپنا خدا نبی کا اپنا نہ خدا نہ مانو مگر خدا سے جدا نہ جانو مگر خدا سے جدا نہ جانو یہ اہل ایمان کا ہے عقیدہ خدا خدا ہے نبی نبی ہے یہ اہل ایمان کا ہے عقیدہ خدا خدا ہے نبی نبی ہے یہ کون آیا کہ ذکر جس کا نگر نگر ہے گلی گلی ہے کرم کے بادل برس رہے ہیں دلوں کی کھیتی ہری بھری ہے اللہم صلی وسلم وبارک علیہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم
نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا هو خير مما يجمعون وقال الله سبحانه وتعالى في مقام آخر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث صدق الله مولانا العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك لمن الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم
صلاة وسلاما عليك يا سيدي يا رسول الله صلاة وسلاما عليك يا سيدي يا حبيب الله صلاة وسلاما عليك يا سيدي يا رحمة للعالمين وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا شفيع المذنبين حمد سنة قبال واجب الاحترام حاضرين المجلس my dear brothers and sisters السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته Alhamdulillah, we are very thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we thank Him us this another great opportunity that today we are again in the course of organizing and arranging the Majilis of Milaad-Un-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And today is the second Majilis of the Majilis of Milaad-Un-Nabi, Majilis of Milaad-Un-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Let us all ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first of all to accept our attendance, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our gatherings following the Majilis of Milaad-Un-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and make this Majilis put the barakah and blessings of the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in our each and every step we take in our life, inshallah. Amin thumma amin bijahi Sayyid al-Mursaleen Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in Surah Yunus, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم قل بفضل الله وبرحمته فبذلك فليفرحوا هو خير مما يجمعون. This is a very famous ayat that mostly all those who speak on this topic of Milaad-Un-Nabi or celebration of Milaad-Un-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they mention this ayat and they discuss about this ayat. And from this ayat, they derive the legality of celebrating Milaad-Un-Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Before I carry on to discuss about this ayat, let us learn one another ayah from Al-Quran Al-Kareem, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Muhammad, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is posing a question on certain community, on certain people who have a particular ideology or thinking in terms of approaching Al-Quran Al-Kareem and in terms of understanding the Quran Al-Kareem. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ. When these people read Quran, why don't they ponder into the depth of this Quran? أَمْ عَلَى قُلُوبٍ أَقْفَالُهَا. Or maybe they are not able to go to the depth of the meaning of Al-Quran Al-Kareem because their hearts are sealed and their hearts are locked up. So it means that there are different and various ways of reading Quran. One way is to read Quran Al-Kareem just for the sake of barakah. Because if you read Quran, whether you understand it or you don't understand it, that is another discussion as whether should we read Quran with understanding or not. That is another topic. But I'm bringing this statement generally and in a very absolute way, that whether you understand the meaning of Quran or not, but just by reading Quran, you are getting the sawab of reciting the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And according to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, each and every alphabet, Quranic alphabet, is recited, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives 10 sawab on that one alphabet. And you keep hearing this from Muqaddim and speakers. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says says, لا أقول ألف لام ميم حرف. I don't say that the word ألف لام ميم is harf, but he says ألف حرف ولام حرف وميم حرف. So just by reading ألف لام ميم, whether you understand, and this is the beginning of this surah, the huruf muqatta'at, we don't need to disturb ourselves to understand them, because only Allah and by His gift, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, know the meaning of the beginning words which come in various surahs in the Quran al-Karim, and one of them is Alif Lam Mim. So just because you don't understand and the meaning of these words are not exposed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam generally, but still reading on that 10 sawab, 10 sawab, 10 sawab. So this is one way of reading Al-Quran al-Karim. There is another way of reading Al-Quran al-Karim, that is to understand the upper literal meaning of Al-Quran al-Karim. Just to translate word by word, literally, what you can see from the words of Al-Quran al-Karim. That Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, the meaning of Bismillah is this, the meaning of ar-Rahman is this, the meaning of ar-Rahim is that. Alhamdu, the meaning of Alhamdu is this, Lillahi, the meaning is this. So only the literal understanding of Arabic, of Al-Quran al-Karim, this also is another way of reading Al-Quran al-Karim, which I understand, and according to me, I believe, at least every Muslim should know this level of understanding of Al-Quran al-Karim. Now the other phase of reading and understanding of Al-Quran al-Karim is to take one step forward and then go to the depth of the meaning of Al-Quran al-Karim and keep yourself advanced from literal meaning, go to the message and to the essence of Al-Quran al-Karim, to the main message, the hidden diamonds and the hidden treasure of Al-Quran al-Karim. So for those people, they must have a very good mind, a very good preparation, a very good understanding, a very good ability for them to ponder to the depth of the meaning of Al-Quran al-Karim. So anyone who wants to stay away from his capacity and try to judge Quran being not a person of that level. For example, your level or my level is to read the Quran just verbally. I don't understand even a single word of Al-Quran al-Karim, but I can read it. So that is my level. If you can understand at least the literal meaning, so your level is one stage upper than my level. And another person who can go to the depth of Al-Quran al-Karim, he has understood the Arabic grammar properly in such a way that sometimes what you understand from that literal meaning, that person, because he has better capacity and better arrangement to understand Quran, so he understands it in a depth and in a much, much better than you. So the problem comes when me, a person who cannot understand the literal meaning of Quran al-Karim, I try to judge the Quran. You get my point? I judge the Quran. Or maybe you know the literal meaning only. Then you try to present yourself as if you are the champion, the master of understanding the language used in the Quran by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Knowing that this is a language that disturbed and astonished and made many people who were champion of the language that time, and they were amazed by seeing this language. But today, just by understanding few words of Arabic and few sentences, few statements of Arabic, we try to deal with the Quran directly, and just because we can understand the literal meaning, so we try to derive the essence sense and the hidden meaning of Al-Quran Kareem using that small capacity of our language we have. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and because of that, then we come out with the result that is not mentioned or is not meant by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Al-Quran Kareem, because we are not prepared to understand Quran to that level. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ. Why don't they ponder to the depth of the Quran? So for someone to ponder, for someone to swim, you must be training long time ago before you come to the ocean to throw yourself to go to swim. So for you to be able to understand Quran from the depth, you have to spend that long time for you to understand step by step to which level should you go to find yourself in a position that if you sit down and I say Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim, for example, the ayah which have وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا هُوَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. So this ayat, I'm 100% sure, if I tell you to take any translation here, whether English or Creole translation, you will just translate only the literal meaning of this ayah. But now if you ask someone who has sat down and understood the technical way of approaching the Arabic language, the grammatical way of understanding the Arabic language, you'll find that he is seeing something very far, something that you cannot even imagine about it. Understand this? So today, anyone who knows the literal meaning of Arabic, and you present this ayat in front of him or her, they will just say that, قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ, O my beloved Prophet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Qul, say, bifadlillah, by the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa birahmatihi, and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fabidhalika, for that, falyafrahu, let them feel happy or let them celebrate, huwa khayrun, that celebration of those blessings and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, khayrun huwa khayrun mimma yajma'un, is better than what they are gathering, than what they are collecting. This is the literal meaning of this ayah. And if we come to the translation and to the tafasir, and then to those people who understood the Quran properly, and understood how to come up with the meaning of the proper meaning of these ayat, of these words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So first of all, we have to see the best generation, the mufassirin of the best generation. That is the mufassirin in the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam being himself first of all. Then the time after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is the time of the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then generation after generation, the time which is closer to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I'm talking about physically. Otherwise, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, everything is close to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Al-Quran Al-Kareem that An-Nabi awla bil-mu'minina min anfusihim. That Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is so close to mu'mineen. So there's no difference between being in Medina or us being in Mauritius or being 1500 years back or being today. But this is technically thing to be understood, that the generation which was closer to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that is generation which is more safe from fitna than today's generation. That's why you can see today we are suffering a lot. We have so many fitna in our believing, in our thoughts, in our understandings, comparing to the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he said, "Khayrul quruni qarni," the best moment, the best generation is my generation. ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ, then the generation which will come after that. ثُمَّ الَّذِينَ يَلُونَهُمْ, then the generation which will come after that. So he mentioned about 3 generations. that the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then the Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'in, then the Tabi'een, those who followed Sahaba and saw Sahaba, then Taba'u Tabi'een, those who followed, those people who followed Sahaba ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in. So if we study from them, then we come up to understand about one Sayyid al-Mufassirin, Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he says about this ayah, قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ. So here fadl, he mentions al-Islam. Fadlullahi al-Islam. وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ, and the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, rahmatullahi al-Quran. This is Sayyidina Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu tafsir. He is giving us the meaning of this ayat. So what does this ayat mean? By the Islam which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to you, has taken you from kufr and put you to the light of Islam, made you adopt the religion which is the only religion in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inna ad-deena inda Allahi al-Islam. The religion, the recognized and understood and established religion in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Islam. So by Allah ta'ala, by giving you this religion, so this is a great favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and a great fazl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this ayat is mentioning that the Islam which Allah has given to you, then وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ, that is Al-Quran Al-Kareem. The Quran which we play around with so much today now in today's life. The Quran which we don't pay too much attention to it. Even the basic way of reading Quran, we don't see the importance of putting ourselves to that cause. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us to celebrate and to feel proud of. That is the thing we neglect it, and we look for many reasons to do anything but not to read Quran, but not to understand Quran properly. I'm not saying to become a Qari or Abdul Bassin, whatever, but at least your Quran should be in such position that when you stand up, you are eligible to become Imam also. When you stand up for namaz, at least your namaz yourself will be valid. Your Quran should be in this position. But we are very negligent in terms of Quran al-Kareem. So this is the importance of Al-Quran. Allah Ta'ala says, these are two things, Islam and Al-Quran. Allah Ta'ala has done a great favor on you people by introducing these two important things into your life. Islam as your code of life, as your religion, and Quran as a book that can protect you from any problem which you might face in this dunya, and not only in this dunya, but even in the day of Akhirah. Quran is there to guide you. يقال لقارئ القرآن, in the day of judgment, when everyone will be ready either to go to Jannah or to go to Jahannam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be the center of the Milad of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Make us among those who will go to Jannah, inshallah. So that day, يقال لقارئ القرآن, Quran reciter will be told by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Iqra, read, warqi, and keep moving forward, penetrate the stages of Jannah, warattil kama kunta turattilu fi dunya, and the way you used to recite in dunya, the same way keep reciting and keep acquiring and occupying the stages of Jannah. Whatever will come through your journey, that will be your place in Jannah. فَإِنَّ آخِرَ مَنْزِلَةٍ عِنْدَ آخِرِ آيَةٍ تَقْرَأُهَا. Your last stage in Jannah will be where your last ayat will end. That will be the last stage of the Jannah. You can see how important Quran is, not only in dunya, not only in qabr, but even in Jannah. To go to Jannah also, Quran can happen to be a very good booster for you, to make you achieve bigger and bigger places in Jannah. So these are two things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling us, فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. Muslims and those whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this golden gift as the Quran, these are two things you should celebrate for. And celebration means you should be proud of these two things. When you are a Muslim, you should be proud to present yourself as a Muslim. No matter in which society you are living, no matter in which neighborhood you are, but as long as you are a Muslim, you are in the best position to be proud of yourself because of the status of a Muslim status. Why? أَفَمَنْ شَرَحَ اللَّهُ صَدْرَهُ لِلْإِسْلَامِ فَهُوَ عَلَى نُورٍ مِّن رَّبِّهِ. When you are a Muslim, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens your heart for Islam, then you are on the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are on the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So no matter in which society you are living, no matter in which family you are, no matter in which neighborhood you are, as long as you are a Muslim and you believe and you know you are a Muslim, so you should be assured that you are on the nur of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sincerely, if you are going to be proud of yourself because of that position, by the barakah of that nur of Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will prevent you from any sort of attack which would come to you against your enemy. Why? Because this is the thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to be proud of. Then Al-Quran al-Karim. Now if we study this, our situation, we like the name of Islam. And unfortunately in our society also, there are some people who do not even like the name of Islam. Unfortunately. And I think you understand what I'm telling you, because I always keep telling you people that I'm living in the same society. I've come across many people who, because of their certain friends are not Muslims, so they feel shy to present themselves as Muslims. And they just use the word on humanity. Allah Ta'ala did not create you to be a human only. Allah Ta'ala created you to be a mu'min, human being. A Muslim, human being. And remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created two communities, two ideologies, and two thoughts. That is kufr and Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala approved Islam as the only thought, as the only way of life which is accepted in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So today you as a young Muslim, when you have your friends, whatever, job, hanging around with your friends, I'm not telling you don't go out with your friends, but I always urge these young people to mark the size of their shoes properly. Always be yourself and always try to introduce yourself by yourself, not by others. Let yourself be known by what you are, not by what surrounding is. So don't feel shy to call yourself Muslim, even if you are in colleges or in school or in whatever, or in any gathering, whether they're Hindus or Christians. They are shy to come with tikka on their forehead. Why do you feel shy to go with topi in those places? Are you getting me? Yes. They don't feel shy to come with cross as Christians. You as a Muslim, why do you feel shy to go with topi, with jubba, or with tasbih, or with any apparent Islamic identity? Why do you feel shy? If you are thinking about humanitarian, are you the only responsibility to show about humanity and they are not? You understand? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling you, بِفَضْلِ al-Islam, wherever you are, make Islam recognized. Make the surrounding know that you are a Muslim and feel proud of that. وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ, and the Quran of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wherever you go, no matter what type of place you have, you should recognize that this rahmah is the Quran which is revealed on Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now, coming to my main point of Milaad-Un-Nabi. Now here you have not heard anything about Milad. Am I right? You have just heard about Islam and Al-Quran, which is the old Mufassirin. 99.9% Mufassirin have come with the same Al-Fadl, either vice versa, Quran, Islam, or Islam, Quran. You find only these two meanings. But now, the ayah which I recited before, أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنَ, don't you have mind to think? What is Islam? You will never find any place in the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has called himself al-Islam. As-Salam, yes. As-Salam, al-Mu'min, al-Muhaymin, al-Aziz, al-Jabbar, and all 99 names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam is just a religion. It's just a way of life, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen for His servants to be successful in this dunya, to live in this dunya peacefully and as human beings. And when they leave this dunya to go to meet again Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again happily, because they have been working on the system which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has provided them. That is religion. Now this religion is so powerful and is so great that if it comes to you, if it penetrates to you and you become a Muslim, the impact of this system, way of life, is that فَهُوَ عَلَى نُورٍ مِّن رَبِّهِ. Now this is the point to think, I want you to think, especially these youngsters here when they go to colleges, they find many challenges. And what I've just said recently is that because we have neglected everything. We just say, we talk about Islam, but then we don't approach the reality, how to prevent ourselves. And these so-called YouTube, Facebook, these things have made our youngsters become more confused. Exactly, completely more confused. Because one topic is here, the other topic is there, that is saying this one, this one is saying this one, and everyone is presenting Quran. Everyone is presenting Quran. So, this is the point I want you to think. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you Islam and opens your heart for Islam, that Allah ta'ala confirms that you are on the know. When Allah ta'ala confirms, is there anyone who can refute him? जब अल्लाह कोई फैसला करता है, उस फैसला को तोड़ सकता है. If Allah confirms that this is you, is there anyone who is going to reject it? I'm asking you, please. Are you not with me? Allah Ta'ala says, if Allah Ta'ala sharaha Allahu sadrahu lil Islam, if Allah Ta'ala opens your heart for Islam, فَهُوَ عَلَى نُورٍ مِّن رَبِّهِ, you are on the nur from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the kalam of Allah. He is confirming that once you are a Muslim, so believe that you have nur from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is confirmed. And no one can reject it. Why? Because Islam has come to you. So what is your opinion about that person who will bring Islam to you and who will take this Islam from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make it penetrate in your heart by his preaching, by his messengership, and then you become a person of nur because you have adopted something that will make you become a nur. So what is opinion about the Nuraniya of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? So if you have to celebrate because of this Islam, which is going to change you to become a nur, so how much should you celebrate for that person who opened the door for you to become a nur by bringing Islam to you? Who brought Islam? Who brought Islam? Who brought Islam? Who brought Islam? Yes, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق, with the right and true religion. So that true religion, if has come to you, it can change you, convert you into nur. So what about that person who is entrusted, who is given this responsibility to bring this powerful nur, powerful message that can change someone, and we don't celebrate about him? If you are celebrating about Islam or about Quran, can you remove Rasulullah from there? No. Can you celebrate about Quran and you neglect or you try to remove Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Can you talk about the revelation of Quran in Laylatul Qadr and then you remove Ramadan from there? Can you? No. Can you talk about Rosa, Ramadan, then try to neglect Laylatul Qadr because you have something wrong with the Quran? Why? Because Ramzan is because of Al-Quran Al-Kareem. Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. This Quran, we have revealed it in Laylatul Qadr. And the night this Quran was revealed, the impact of the revelation of the Quran, the impact of the revelation of the Quran in that night, Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alfi shahr. Just because Quran was revealed, I'm sorry, we're not Ramzan, but I'm trying to connect this to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. just because of the revelation. Quran has been revealed only, and the impact is that it makes not the entire Ramadan. Only the night in which Quran was revealed, that night becomes better than thousands of months. You understand? So, which is more greater, the day or the Quran itself? Which is better? The day is greater or the Quran is greater? The Quran is greater. Because Quran has put that impact on that day, otherwise the whole Ramadan should be greater than the Quran Kareem, but that is not the case. Quran was revealed the first Ramadan, the second, the 20, 21, 22, it was revealed in Laylatul Qadr. And because of that one night revelation, Quran has changed the entire structure of the whole Ramadan. So people are fasting the whole Ramadan, but they are focused in Laylatul Qadr. People are doing iftar, everything, but their emotion and spiritual connection is more Laylatul Qadr. Why? Because inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr, because this Quran was revealed in Laylatul Qadr. It has changed the entire night. Now, who brought the Quran al-Karim? Huh? Who brought the Quran al-Karim? Who brought the Quran al-Karim to us? I want you to be interactive. I know you're tired, that's why I want you to be awake. Who brought the Quran to us? Rasulullah. So if Quran can change the night because it was revealed in that night, and Rasulullah brought this Quran to us, and Quran became so important in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we need to celebrate it, and we need to feel happy about the Quran. So why don't we feel happy about the person who brought this Quran? Are you understanding? So that is why Milad is very important, to celebrate Yawm-un-Nabi. Because if Quran can change one night just because it had this spiritual impact, so Rasulullah was born in Yawm-un-Nabi, in Rabiul Awwal. So definitely among all creations, the entire creation, there's no creation who is greater than Muhammad Rasulullah. Free hand to celebrate any blessing of Allah. And this in Tafsir al-Sawi ala al-Jalali say, وَالْمَعْنَى أَنَّ مَنِ اتصف بهذه الصفة, anyone who has this characteristic, who is having this kind of behavior, this kind of color, that he is a blessing, of that thing is a blessing of Allah. Wherever you find the quality of being blessed in anything, not only in Quran, not only in Islam, in any creation, if you find that is a true, approved, religiously approved blessing of Allah, that is your time to celebrate that blessing. So if this blessing, I see it in this tissue, for example, I'm having flu for 1 week. It's a blessing of Allah that I'm using this tissue, at least that can protect you from having the corona. You understand? And that I should be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for facilitating this to me. So if you can even celebrate for this tissue, even you can celebrate for the mask you are wearing, because this is a protective measurement that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created. The precautions you are taking, the ability Allah Ta'ala has given you to do, you can feel happy and you can celebrate it. So what do you think about the status of Rasulullah? Because whatever we think about today, whatever happiness we can imagine, there is no happiness which came without a wasila of Rasulullah. So that's why keep celebrating Milaad-Un-Nabi. But celebration of Milaad-Un-Nabi, I conclude, does not mean to sit down and read Quran. The celebration of Milaad-Un-Nabi does not mean that just to say no Quran avec la bouche. Actively and practically, we don't show that we love Quran. The celebration does not mean that we just say no Islam, no. We love Islam. But practically, we don't see the smell of Islam in our thoughts, the smell of Islam in our activities. the smell of Islam in our gatherings, in our plannings, in whatever we are doing, this is not the celebration that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is demanding from us. The celebration that Allah is demanding from us is you sit down, you read Naat, you read Burda Sharif, you praise Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the color of that celebration should be seen in my house. Should be seen when I'm sitting down, I'm eating. The color of the celebration should be seen there. The color of the celebration should be seen when I'm doing calculation, I'm counting money. The celebration should be seen there. What type of money are you counting? What type of money is in your hand? What type of lukma are you taking in your mouth? What type of clothes are you giving to your children? What type of life are you giving to your children? Those are the practical celebrations of Yawm-Un-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Unless we combine this both together, we will not be anywhere. Not here, not there. Why? Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was never sent by Allah with emotions only. I repeatedly say this thing. I don't know if people understand me or not. Rasulullah was not sent here by feelings only, just to say, I love Allah, I love Allah, I love Allah, Allah. He came on one hand if he was preaching about feelings, love of Allah. On the other hand, he was spending day and night to make people realize that there is really true God. And practically he did it. And at the last moment, even the kuffar, although they did not accept the message of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but the impact was there, and they were ready to say he is al-Amin and he is a Sadiq. This is the celebration of Yawm-Un-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Na parho, man qabati parho, sab kuch. But let us see these in our houses. Let us see these when we talk. Let us see this when we are in markets. Let us see this when we are doing shoppings. Let us see this when we are with our kamarat in private meeting, talking, but biting about others. Let us see the celebration of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in these points of life. Then we are going to become Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Sallallahu ala Muhammad.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu ala Muhammad. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu ala Muhammad. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ya Habibi, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Nabi, salam alayka. Ya Rasul, salam alayka. Ya Habib, salam alayka. Salawatullah alayka. Tala al-badru alayna min saniyatil wada'i wajaba shukru alayna mala lillahi da'i. Ya Habibi, Ya Rasulallah, Ya Nabi, salam alayka. Ya Rasul, salam alayka. Ya Habib, salam alayka. Salawatullah alayka. जातनी के बाद आना कलमाए तैयब पढ़ाना मकर शैतान से बचाना अपने दामन में छुपाना या हबीबी या रसूलल्लाह या नबी सलाम अलैका या रसूल सलाम अलैका जन्नत में बसाना या हबीबी या रसूल अल्लाह या नबी सलाम अलैका या रसूल सलाम अलैका या हबीब सलाम अलैका सलावातुल्लाह अलैका।
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين حبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اللهم ربنا أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين وانصر العزاة المجاهدين. اللهم ربنا اصلح شأن شباب المسلمين. اللهم ربنا اصلح شأن شباب المسلمين. اللهم ربنا اصلح شأن شباب المسلمين. اللهم ربنا احفظ عقيدتهم وإسلامهم وطريقتهم يا أرحم الراحمين، وركز توجهاتهم إلى حبك وحب حبيبك محمد وإلى اتباع سنة حبيبك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم ربنا أحينا مع السنة والجماعة وأمتنا مع السنة والجماعة. احشرنا يوم القيامة مع أهل السنة والجماعة يا رب العالمين. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. أفوض أمري إلى الله إن الله بصير بالعباد. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك عليه.
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على